All right, we're about to get this in. Ugh. Ooh, sorry. How are we today? All right, guys, what's today? Mental Health Day. Absolutely. Mental Health Day. Every day on City Ballers is Mental Health Day. Why? It's because a lot of people need it. A lot of people don't. We don't like to talk about it, but it's good. It helps us out, right? Sometimes you need to take a time out and get some mental health going. Go out for a walk. Now, when I say mental health, guys, I'm not saying go to the hospital or go to the crazy house and put a jacket on and they strap you up. No. Take some time off and just relax, meditate. Right? If you do need to go see a therapist, that's fine too. Right? Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on, let me get this. Okay. How are you doing? Let me see. Who? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Damn, Carl. Damn, I took your advice. I don't even fucking know how to do that. The only thing I know how to do is get attacked by women and straightened out. I don't. No, I'm just playing. Um, man. Well, I hope it gets better because this sucks. But as I was saying, guys, every day on Cityballers.com is Mental Health Day. Take some time to relax, read a book, watch TV, just go for a walk, relax, do whatever you need to do. Your mental health is important. If you need to take time off from work or time out from school, make sure you take care of that. LA is playing the, yeah. Take a break, do what you need to do. Go for walks, exercise, get a gym membership, stuff like that. Mental health is the number one priority. Hey, Carl. Hey, the worst thing. The worst thing a guy can do is and this is just a pet peeve, guys. I got it, and I don't like it. Right? It just bothers me. You won't talk to the guy that you pissed off with, or you got a problem with, right? But you will block him, because I didn't even know guys block, because personally I don't even know how to do it. Maybe guys don't block because we don't know how to do it. Is that what it is? Because I don't know how to do it. But nevertheless, you block somebody, right, after you've been running your mouth about the person, but then you block them, right? But you go send a female to spy on them. Man, that's gotta be the weakest shit I ever heard of, man. That's terrible, dude. Go talk to the dude. Pick up the phone. You don't have to block him because you don't want to answer because you know this dude probably want to holler at you anyway. It is what women do. It is. Dude don't want to talk to the guy, but when he around the women or whatever, he talks about this guy all the time. I can't see. He said, I can't stand that guy. Blah blah blah. Tell him, telling the females, tell him I said this, and I'm like, remember we talked about that, right? You don't go send a woman to do your job. You a grown ass man. How the hell you gonna send some woman to do what you need to do as a man? But be careful. You send that woman, she might not come back. Hey, Carl, I hate that, dude. I didn't raise my, and I told my son that y'all ever do some like that, I'll disown all of y'all. This is three boys. Carl, he's literally has the guy blocked, but he's sending all these females, telling females what to tell the dude, and then he even sent the female to spy on him. So everything he tells her, she'll tell him. Well, dude, what you gonna do with the information? You ain't gonna do nothing when you got it. When you in his face, you ain't gonna do nothing. So what's the deal with that? I don't understand that one, Carl. I don't get that one. Like, dude, if you're gonna send somebody to do it, why don't you do it yourself? You're a grown man. But he will never be accepted into our man club here at City Ballers. Because all we do is bet and lose. No. No, we win too, because we're going to win today, Carl. Hey, but on a serious note, she'll be watching some. Yeah, right. That is what women do, Carl. You're right. She'll be washing somebody else's dishes. You know, I mean, what does he think? He's a pimp? Look, if you think you're a pimp, you're not. Because pimps are muscle for the women. So when you see women with pimps, you can run your mouth, you can talk, right? Hey, Carl, this dude ain't even got a mouthpiece. He can't even do that. Man, damn. All right, let's get to some more important stuff. What's going on with the Tigers, Carl? And I didn't say nothing, Carl, but I knew they were going to have a problem with Pittsburgh. I don't know why. I just had that feeling. Okay. Yeah, I hope you put in the. Did you put in the parlay things that I put out? I know I took yours and put some on mine when I put it out. So yeah. All right, guys. All right, Carl, come back and holler at us later. They probably waiting on you to do a live show, but Carl is our WNBA insider. Hey, Carl, I'm going to see the Lions and the Ravens too. If I'm doing okay, right? So, God's willing. Yeah, guys. That was, if you're just not coming on, I was just heard some things and it was disturbing to me. I was like, a grown man has got like problems with this other guy, but he blocked the guy out on the phone. So the guy can't call him because he was running his mouth and he was talking reckless. So what did he do? He sent the female to go spy on this guy. And my thing is, why you sending a female? First of all, that ain't even manly. You're going to send a woman to do a man's job, right? Second of all, dude, you sending her? Man, why would you do that? That's stupid. That's just showing how weak you are. That's the stuff you don't do, that. You don't do that. And I bet you all you guys on here agree with me on that. If you don't like the guy, that's fine. That's all well and done. But just leave him alone. Don't go running your mouth about him. Don't go telling the females to go talk to him. Say, hey, tell them this, tell him that. And then send a female to go spy on him. That's weak. I mean, y'all know it's weak too. Yeah, if you do it, you're just weak, right? It's all good though. It's all good. All right. So now, here I got something for you guys, and I think I'm gonna open up now because remember, guys, I was telling you I wanted you guys to get acclimated with teasing games because it's essential. If you guys know how to tease games, cool. And so it's not towards you guys. But for those of you who don't know how to tease, it's really easy. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can. Trust me. I'm not the sharpest. Hey, can I get a one of those? Yeah, paper towel or something. Yeah. I just want to. Thank you, thank you. What is that?
Maybe.
No, that's okay. I'm good. Yeah, so it's just hot. I'm sweating, running around outside. But here's the thing, guys. If you don't know how to tease, it's really easy, right? And the reason it's good is because it teaches you how to deflate those inflated um, spreads that the sports books in Vegas like to do. And like I said before, they'll give you a game like they'll say Ohio State versus Northeastern State, right? So automatically you know Ohio State's going to win. But here's what Ohio State will not do. Ohio State is, they classy, right? Big, big organization or whatever. So they might get to 42, but they're not trying to run the score up. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. And they're not trying to, right? So, but on the flip side of it, if you have Memphis or Tulane, and they're playing schools like that, Memphis is going to run the score up. MSU, oh no, yeah. No, SMU is going to run the score up, right? There's colleges out there that will run the score up. James Madison will run the score up on you. So, and a lot of that has to do with, well, I'm not going to lie, I don't know, but they will run the score up on you. Notre Dame will run the score up on you, right? So, with that being said, I digress, and we go back. When you have a game with Michigan or Ohio State playing some small school, and then they put the line out as 42, right? Or 50 or 48. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Michigan will win, but they can care less about covering that spread. And yeah, hold on for a minute. All right. What was I saying now? Yeah. So what will happen is, let's say you have Notre Dame, no, Michigan. Michigan is favored by 48 over St. Mary's of the Blind, right? If Michigan will jump out to a big lead. Dude, Michigan will get a lead like 28. And if that team don't score, a lot of times Michigan is not going to score, not unless if you make them score, right? Because Michigan is run the ball, and then they'll probably try out new stuff, but they're not trying to run the score up. So in a case like that, and they say Michigan by 48, right? Tease it, go over there and pull it down so you can subtract those numbers. So the spread is at 48. They'll probably let you take it as low as 38, right? So if you take it down to 38, that's a lot better. Now, does that guarantee you to win? Not really, but that's in the ballpark. Michigan beating somebody by 38, because can Michigan beat them by 40? Probably so, but Michigan, Ohio State, programs like that, they're not going to run the score up on you. Oregon will run the score up on you, right? Um, Notre Dame. So there's just teams that don't run the score up, and you need to know how to tease those games. And here's another one. Vegas and these sports books likes to play games, right? And I've seen them sometimes in baseball, right, where they'll put a team out there knowing that team should be favored to win, and they'll still flip it and put it on another team and say that team is favored. And we all know that other team that they didn't favor is actually the better football team or baseball or whatever. So, an example, last week or 2 weeks ago, I had, it was Baltimore or somebody like that. And Baltimore was not favored, but Baltimore had the pitching advantage, right? They just had the Baltimore's pitch. They just had the advantage. Their pitcher's ERA was like 2 point something. Uh, they were at home. I mean, they just had the advantage all the way around, right? Because in baseball, you might have the advantage on Monday, but Tuesday you won't. Now, football and basketball is different. If you got an advantage against a certain team on Sunday, it's a great chance when you see them again, you may have an advantage over them again. The matchup, if it's a big matchup, right? So like a Super Bowl team. So a World Series guy team like the Dodgers are gonna lose games, right? Because it's baseball. Day to day, things change, and if you no, that's why they call them. They don't really call them coaches so much, managers, because what they have to do is they have to manage the game. A lot of you guys know this, so I don't want to take a lot of time on that. But if it's somebody out there that didn't, I just want to tell you that when we tease these games, when the football starts, for college football, you're gonna have a lot of games that's gonna be not right. So they might have St. Mary's of the Blind again versus Memphis. Well, we know Memphis will beat them. But for some odd reason, the sport books in Vegas is playing games. And they make St. Mary's of the Blind favorite, right? And then, so what that does is it's meant to, like, throw us off. Because it's easy to throw us gamblers off. If somebody says something or Vegas does something, we go freaking out and flipping out, right? But no, it's just them just playing these games. And if you're smart enough to pick up on them, good for you. You get some money. But if you don't, right? So they'll, like the last week they had Baltimore. Baltimore had the pitching advantage, whatever. They were at home. And I forgot who they had playing them. Was it Colorado? I think it was someone else. But they had another guy that was pitching for that team, and his ERA was like 7 point something. So that means this guy's giving up a lot of runs. So I looked at him like, why would they do that? So I went in. I went to ESPN Bet or ESPN Bet, and what I did was they had Baltimore plus 1.5. I go, hell, it should be more than that. So I went in there and I put plus 3.5. Did I win? Absolutely. Is that well advised? No. But if you know and you got a feeling, because that on that same day, I did the Orioles like that, and I did the Blue Jays. Um, I moved it from plus 1.5 to plus 3.5. And you know what? I made it, right? But messed around and lost that parlay ticket over something stupid. I think a pitcher didn't throw a strikeout, right? So let me find this thing. Because I want you guys to, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna pull it up and give it to you. For those of you who are not. I hope this works, man. Yeah, guys, I was fired up today when I first heard about it, I started laughing. I'm like, dude, stop telling people. Okay, so here's ESPN, right? And I'm gonna put in here. This is a referral number. And make sure you guys, download it if you don't have it. And this is my referral number in there. And I just put that in there. So just make sure that you, when you go sign up to ESPN, you put that in there. It's essential to have ESPN Bet. Now, FanDuel will let you tease, but I never really could understand how they did it, because it's almost like you go tease one team and they won't let you. They want you to tease the whole damn ticket, and I mean I don't want to do that. because you really lose a lot of money that way. So, for instance, like today, um, so for today, I took on this ESPN ticket. Come on, move. Oh, find it. And I posted it. I did post it, but so if you look, and I'm not doing it to try to win, or yeah, I'm trying to win, but I'm just trying to get myself acclimated and get back in the swing of things because football is in another week, guys. Another week. So I took. Okay, what's this? I took the Detroit Tigers um, at Pittsburgh, and I took under 11.5. That's insane, isn't it? Because no sport books will give you that, right? So if you, when you guys was looking, you probably said, where's this guy getting these odds from, or who's giving him these low numbers or high numbers? You do it on your own, right? You go to ESPN. So I took the San Diego Padres, the Miami Marlins, under 11.5. Now, does things happen and you still lose? Hell yeah, because it's baseball, right? The Guardians, I took them on the money line. The Phillies, I took on the run line. I think I messed with the Washington Mystics, and I think I teased it down to negative 2.5, right? So, hopefully. And then I took the New York Liberty. Now, that point spread was up by, I think, like 11 or 12 or 10. You know what I did? I teased it to negative 4.5. Negative 4.5. So, New York doesn't have to win by 10. We just got to win by 5 now, right? Now, this ticket that I made without any teasing or anything like that going on, this ticket is probably worth like, I want to say $7,000, right? $7,000. But when I did all this teasing, it took it down. So the price is on there. It took it down to, hold on, $700. Yeah. $746.34 actually. So you go, Ron, man, why are you doing that? You could add a lot more money. No, trust me. If there's ways to lose, that's me. It's always some way new for me to lose a day. I don't know if it's me or if it's everybody else. I think it's just me. I find new ways every day to kind of like screw up. But with this, it's better. Here's my philosophy. It's better. So this is a 7,000. Well, I don't know if it was 7. Maybe it was about $5,000. Right? It's better to have $746 in your pocket than to have no money in your pocket. But Ron, you could have had 8,000. I know, but you know what? I'm broke. I need it, right? Or I'm just tired of losing. It doesn't matter. It's always better to have plus money in your pocket. You don't want to be in a negative because that means you owe somebody, right? So if you go in your pocket and you pulling out lint, that means you zero. You don't have anything, but you go in your pocket, you pull out some ledgers saying you owe so-and-so, so now you in the negative. Don't want to be that, right? So that's where we are with that. I took the Tigers and the Pirates under 11.5. I took the New York Liberty. Did that one already. I took the Texas Rangers on the money line. And I took the Houston Astros on the money line. No, the run line. Now, those games look pretty good, but guys, you know how it goes. It never turns out. I swear to God, like the other day, was it Monday, where they had all these pitching duel games. Man, I think I'm doing something good. I'm thinking I know what I'm doing. Especially Detroit and Pittsburgh. Screwball against Skeens. How can you screw it up? Just being me. I mean, I took over 6.5 strikeouts for Paul Skeens and Turk Scrubble. I got that one. I took the under. I mean, you got to be a moron or an idiot to know that that game wasn't going to go under. So I took that one as well. I took the under, but I think where I messed up at, one of them I put I don't know if I put a Nerfy on one. No, it could have been because I don't believe in putting Nerfies on the Tigers or whatever. I can't remember, but it was something real stupid, and I screwed it up, and I was arrogant, laughing, thinking I had won. But then I looked, I'm like, bet settled for today. I'm like, what do you mean settled? I had this shit when you look. No, I didn't forgot, but it doesn't matter. But look on that thing, ESPN. You want to take that, download the ESPN app, and trust me, guys, you can get on this. You can start on it today, tomorrow. You don't have to wait until football season. Because I'm going to tell you what, when football season comes, it comes in like a lion, and it leaves like a lion. So you want to be on top of it, right? You need to be on top of it because Vegas is going to be on top of it, and the sports books are going to be on top of it. And if you're not, those son of a guns will bulldoze us, or they'll try to. So I had Caesars used to be good at letting you tease games. I don't know what they do now because I kind of, gotten a little tiff with them because what was going on. I'm winning every weekend. This is like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm winning like every weekend. I got like 1,500, 1,200, and it was all because of the teasing thing. Well, I guess Caesars got kind of pissed off, and then they start calling me and nitpicking about certain things. This is, well, why are you signing in and you in California? I says, I can sign in. I'm not playing. I'm just looking because, you cannot gamble. You can't sports gamble out of California. Why? I don't know. They say the Native Americans, but I'm like, no, because the Native Americans will make money too. So I don't, maybe it's a couple of guys in the office just player hating. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because everybody will get paid off of that. And then I'm like, oh, isn't that now all of a sudden you care about the Native Americans, right? Get out of here. It's got to be a reason to it, but who knows? I don't care. But what we need to do is get that Bet ESPN, get yourself acclimated during like the baseball season, preseason football. The NFL is good, but sometimes it really doesn't matter for the NFL because the NFL is its own beast, and you cannot tame it. As bad as you want to, you can't tame it. I mean, I remember about 4 years ago, I was on my way to winning $6,000, and the Ravens were playing Jacksonville. And I think Jacksonville sucked that year, and I forgot. I think I needed I took the under or over. One of them I did. I didn't take the money line, but at the last minute, these jokers scored a touchdown. It was a rollout play. And what's the kid's name? You know what I'm talking about, the blonde kid, the tall one, the ultimate quarterback dude. What's his name? But you know what I'm talking about. Good kid, though. But he rolled out. When I saw him rolling out, I was like, son of a bitch. Because I knew I was screwed. And that was like that was about $6 or $7,000, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, damn. And right away, I'm just standing in the middle, just standing in the living room, just staring at the TV. Just staring. And then my daughter was like, Dad, are you okay? And I didn't answer. And she goes, well, I tell you what, Dad, it's not going to change with you just standing there looking at the TV. Whatever. But yeah, that's what we'll do. Make sure you guys get on to it. And you want to get started at tomorrow, please do. Because you can freak these games out. But here's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't go overboard and just gyp yourself where you have an $8,000 ticket and now you took it down to $70. Well, I guess I guess you could, just to get some money. You could do that, but they do have a limit on the points. All right, let's get at it. Let's get at it, guys. Yeah, no, I like ESPN. And to this day, Caesars owe me, and I know y'all say y'all probably tired of hearing me whining and crying about it. But Caesars owe me $100. And when I talk to that lady, I try to use a different strategy, like not arguing with her. And I'm thinking that they'll send it to me. She goes, "Oh yeah, we put it in the mail. You'll get it soon." I check the mail every day. Never got it. And I don't think I'm getting it, right? So, yeah, because I was trying to figure out Caesars. I'm not gonna lie to you. Caesars app is really not that bad. It's really easy, right? And so is ESPN. But like I said, guys, if you're not winning, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. Even if you're out of state, you can just probably look. But they know you're going back to where you're from, right? They're not gonna really say too much to you. But you start winning, let's see how fast they start talking to you and watching you and see what you're doing. Because they're in business to make money, not give us clowns money. But we're going to change all of that. And I hope you guys, I put out a parlay today, and I was kind of late with doing it, but I did put it on YouTube. So hopefully you guys will see it. And we can get at it. So what is today? Okay, so today's the 22nd. Oh, and one more thing too before we get started. I went to this grocery store yesterday, and I was talking to this young kid, and then he goes, "Well, what's Trump's problem with the NFL?" And I just started laughing. I'm like, "How old are you, son?" And then he goes, "Oh, I was born in 1994. I said, "Yeah, you don't know." I says, any chance Donald Trump gets, he's going to take a poke at the NFL. He says, "Well, why?" I said, "Because the NFL bankrupted him and his boys. The USFL, them guys the USFL was awesome. And here was the thing. The players was leaving the NFL, going to the USFL. Remember Jerry Ogovitz, that shady guy for the Houston somebodies? And I think Billy Sims lied to the Lions, and he had signed like 2 contracts or something. Back then, them guys, they didn't care. They was ignorant. They didn't give a shit, right? So you had all of this stuff going on. So, and the NFL has started like losing, right? So, and I think what did it is that the USFL said, "Well, we're going to go head to head with the NFL, move it from spring football to fall." And that's when the NFL goes, "Okay, you guys are going too far." And a lot of the guys locked them out of the stadiums. Trump was the New Jersey Generals, and they locked his ass out of the Meadowlands. So after that, they bankrupted him. The USFL took him to court, and the USFL won, and they won $1, $1. $1, that was it. So, yeah, Donald Trump, man, anytime he get a chance to take a poke at the NFL, he's going to do it. And you know what? I mean, you guys bankrupt him. You didn't think you was going to see him again, did you? Yeah. All right, let's get at this. No, USFL was sweet back in the day. All right, let's get this shit going. All right, so tomorrow, okay, sorry, here we go. Okay, so tomorrow, the Reds and the Nats. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to look at the games and see if it's worth our while to just go over it and talk about it, or if we want to go with it. Boom. If I say I don't like it, if somebody goes, "Hey, I like it," then I'll go back and we'll look at it, right? We'll do it like that. And that's how I've been doing it lately. So the Reds and the Nationals. The Nationals will have Michael Sikora. I thought he was supposed to. Okay, this game got rained out, I take it. Because I think Michael Sikora was supposed to pitch tonight, I thought. Okay, so Cincinnati and the Nats, not bad. I mean, you know what? Let's tackle it. Because it's not that bad of a game. So you got Cincinnati, Nick Ludolu. He's a lefty. His record is he's 7-6. His ERA is 3.33, and he struck out 104 batters. Michael Sikora was a righty. He's 3-7. His ERA is 5.10, and he struck out 77 batters. For me, looking at this game, this is a game that I'm like, 5-3, 4-3. Hell, it could even go 8-7, something like that. It's gonna go over. That's my opinion, right? Am I really willing to risk it? Nope. Not on this game. I'm not feeling it. But if I had to, I'm gonna take the Reds on the money line. Actually, I probably might. Well, I'll take the Reds on the money line here on the road. So we could probably do it that way if you decide to. But am I going to go on this game? No. And the reason why is because when I see, two baseball teams that's kind of like almost the same or, close, I try to go to a game where we can get more for our bang, more for our buck. I don't want to go to a game where when I walk in the stadium, I'm on pins and needles, and by the time I leave the stadium, I'm probably going into cardiac arrest, right? Because these games will drive you batty. So I know my limitations, guys. This is not one of them. Now, if this was a playoff game, yeah, I'm fake. I'll be like, oh, this is the best game ever. You know how we do it. All right. So if you just want to, I would take the Reds on the money line. Next game, the San Diego Padres versus the Marlins. So Dylan Cease will be going for the Padres. Dylan Cease is 3-9, ERA 4.64. He struck out 139 batters, and then he's going to be going against Sandy Alcantara, who's a righty. He's 4-9, but his ERA ain't 4.64. His ERA is 7.14. 73 strikeouts. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. Just looking at it like that, right? You probably think, San Diego has the edge on the pitching. This is the time of the year that the Marlins get hot. They always get hot, and they get hotter when they get eliminated, right? They got these young kids down there, and Miami is not playing around. Because remember last year, I don't know if you guys remember, guys was needing wins to get in the playoffs or whatever, and they were playing the Marlins, and the Marlins was beating guys. So I was like, well, that's because nobody walked in their clubhouse and said, hey, you guys are out of the playoffs. Nah, they knew it, but every game was their playoff game, and they pulled through. They was beating the crap out of guys. That's kind of awesome. Well, not kind of, it's just great, man. You got good team continuity like that. That's all coaching and management right there. All right, so don't take the Marlins lightly. Sandy Alcantara, his ERA is kind of inflated, but they don't have those bats like other teams do. But if you look at it, they've got. Let me stop. I just get it. I don't want to keep going, but the Marlins has got a lot of good pitchers, and I think they got one of the better pitching staffs in the league. So does the Pirates. But the thing about the Marlins know what they're doing. I just think that the Pirates just being cheap. All right, so tomorrow's game, Dylan Cease. Like I said, he's 3-9. Let's go look at Dylan Cease. Let's see his last 3 games, right? See what he's up to. This dude is a baller. I am not gonna lie to you. So the last game on the 18th of July against the Nationals, he had 10 strikeouts. Then against Arizona, he had 8 strikeouts. Then against Philadelphia, he had 4 strikeouts. Right? Now we'll go back up and come down again because I kind of forgot. But he averages, on average, he pitches anywhere from 6 to 5 innings. Right? That first game against Washington, he went 5 innings. He allowed 5 hits and no runs. It sucks. Oh, sorry, guys. Well, he went 5 innings. He allowed 4 hits, no runs, struck out 10. Yo, Alan, what's good, man? Just going over these scores. Well, going over tomorrow. I haven't even looked at any of the scores. I don't want to blow my good time today. I don't. Well, earlier I had a situation. Someone called me and was telling me some stuff, and I guess one of the guys, it's a dude, he can't stand this other guy, right? As he says, but he blocks the guy so the guy can't call him because the guy knew he was talking trash and running his mouth. So the guy can't call him because he blocked the guy out. Now, for me, that's kind of weird because guys don't know how to block people. I mean, guys just don't block people. We'll pick up the phone, start yelling or whatever. Our blood pressure will go up because we do stupid stuff, right? I mean, guys just don't do that. And I think the reason why we don't block is because we don't know how to block, right? We'll go block. What do you mean? So this dude blocks the other guy. Huh? Yeah. So he blocks the other guy. Now watch how weak and sorry it gets. You send a woman to spy on this guy and come back and tell him everything. What is that? Dude, you don't do that. Just, okay, if you want to just say, hey, I'm a weak person, just put a sign around your neck and do that. But when you start doing that, you think you cool, you're not. You look really weak and you look stupid. You don't send a woman to go to find out what this guy is doing. Because watch this. She goes, she finds out, she tells him, well, what the hell is he going to do? He's too scared to talk to the guy on the damn phone. He's scared to talk to the guy on the phone. He's got him on block. So why are you getting somebody to spy on you? To spy on this one guy? You mess around, dude, you lose your woman like that. Because she knows you're weak. See, women aren't stupid. Women are very smart, very intuitive. Because she'll go, well, why can't he tell him? Well, why do he? So that was one of my pet peeves, Alan. I was kind of like, when I heard, I was like, man, that's weak. Well, I was still just trying to figure out why did he block the guy and how did he block him? Because maybe I need to learn how to do it. Dude, I can't block anybody. Maybe I'm jealous because I don't know how to block. But most guys, we don't. And we're too lazy to do it, right? I'm not blocking nobody, man. And females do that. You know I'm telling the truth. And all you guys out there know I'm right. Because Alan, watch this. Yeah, he probably did. But watch this though, Alan. Say if the female finds out some information and takes it back to him, what is he gonna do? Right? He's scared shitless of the guy because he got the guy blocked. Right? So what in the hell is he gonna do when she delivers the information? And she probably won't, right? Because she probably goes, this is stupid, right? So, yeah, outside of that, man, it's nothing else. Yeah, we are lazy, dude. I used to have this thing where We used to try to out lazy each other. Yeah, he probably will block her. He probably will. I mean, you know, guys like that, and I've said this before. Guys like that, they're like passive aggressive, right? Like, so the guys I know, you piss them off, they're gonna call and let you know about it, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, dude, why would you go get a female? I mean, why would you do that, right? But I just thought it was weird. First of all, I was like, man, why is he? I'm like, why don't you tell him? Oh, he blocked him. Oh, okay. He's scared. So now you're gonna send a woman to do your job because you're scared. Hey, man. Yeah, they will turn their back. They will turn their back on their buddies. Yes, they will. Yeah, he is scared. I'm gonna tell you like this. I wouldn't do that, like what he's doing, simply because of the fact. Yeah, what's he scared of? Because he's running his mouth and probably saying stuff that he shouldn't have been saying about the guy. Now the guy wants to talk to him, but he's got the guy on. He's got the guy blocked, right? So, I mean, it's probably would have been more beneficial for him to just say, hey, look, asshole." And but when you don't do, yeah, that's correct. You go talk to the guy. I mean, what's the worst can happen? And so, but the dude didn't want to do it. Um, I mean, but he sent. But the weirdest part is sending a female to spy on this guy and bring him back. He goes, "Oh yeah, she gives me all. She comes back and tells me everything. All right, what are you gonna do about it? You can't even talk to the dude on the phone because you're too scared. So why are you sending her? I ain't got time for that, boy. He is, man, and I don't even think he know it. Cause like where I come from, man, you don't. If you're not gonna say nothing to the dude, don't say nothing behind his back, cause it gets worse, right? If you ain't man enough to talk to that guy or whatever, just don't say it, right? Just don't even say it. Keep walking. Life is too short. But yeah, that was about it. And you know what? No drama at the grocery store today. Yeah, yeah, we don't. No, I mean, there's some things the guys do. uh, some things the guys do that we just okay. So, for example, I had a job, man, and I was working in a phone center, right? And it paid the bills. It was cool to sit on your ass and whatever. But as time went on, I was kind of like, you know what? This sucks. I want to go hang around a bunch of guys and we get in trouble for doing dumb stuff, right? When you put a guy by himself, he's gonna be good. But if you put, yeah, the Tigers are in a slump. Yeah, but if you put you put us guys together, we're gonna do a whole bunch of dumb stuff. It's kind of awesome because it's kind of fun, right? So I was working, and I think I transferred to work at a different department where it was a bunch of guys and like manual labor stuff, but I felt comfortable, right? And I did it like that. But to each his own. I mean, you know how that goes. You're at work, guy. And one thing that's different when guys work together and with females. So if a female gets pissed, is she may not want to work with you, right? Or let's just say female on female, and then they'll say, well, I don't want to work with her, right? Because I've seen this a lot, right? But where I come from, like in Michigan, even if you didn't like that person, you don't tell management I don't want to work with that person. Because if you did, management gonna say, okay, well they go to the door. You go, there's the clock too. Clock out and go home. Because you're not here to make friends. You're here for a business. But I mean, because guys, man, we would be in there, and I remember two guys was shoving each other, and we was all laughing, and the next minute, them guys out and doing work together, laughing and talking. But that's how we are, right? But let's get at this stuff. Yeah, but that was interesting today, though. Yeah. I don't know, man. My numbers kind of went up. I think somebody might have caught wind to it. I hope he got it so he can hear it. And he's like, man, I shouldn't have blocked this dude. Dude, life is too short. You don't do that. That's not cool. You don't talk about people behind their back. You don't lie on people like that. You just do it, right? You want to say it? Just call them up and tell them. Say, hey, guy, I think you're a jack off. And 9 times out of 10, the guy's probably gonna agree with you. Because if somebody called me a jack off, I'm like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. Yeah. No, you don't. You don't. Man, you lose your man card, and you know what? You know how it is. A bunch of guys working together. Dude, you're going to get heckled and talked about and picked on for maybe about 4 years. Oh, wait. You can't do that anymore. You can't. No, you can't do that anymore. You get canceled real quick. All right, let's get to this, man. All right. So, Alan, we were on these games right away, right? So, I was looking at, I was talking about your Marlins, because I think the Marlins is one of those teams that if they get it together, these guys might try to compete before the year is over. I mean, I don't, let me look at their record. Because all you got to do is put together a 9-game, couple of winning streaks, and you're in there. When is Max Meyer coming back? And Perez was good yesterday. Then you got Junk. That's a hell of a name too, man. Junk. That's awesome. I like that. Junk. No, but I like the Marlins, and I just think that the Marlins is one of those teams that'll get you. Okay, so we were looking at the San Diego pitcher, Dylan Cease. Now, Dylan Cease has 139 strikeouts, right? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, but okay, so watch this, though. Florida or Miami will always be competitive in baseball. Oh no, he passed away. Sorry to hear that. Well, you guys got Perez, and you've got Max Meyer. I mean, because I don't know if you remember, Max Meyer was on fire the beginning of when Max Meyer first came out. I mean, he still was leading the league for about 2 or 3 weeks with strikeouts. And if you go in there now and look, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna be nosy, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna do it. Let me look and see Max Meyer. Yeah, Max Meyer is. Yeah, he is the ace, right? You need that. Oh no! Why is he out for the season? Man, that sucks. Yeah, well, I figured him out. Well, because I started seeing his name like in league leaders and all of this stuff, and then I started looking, and I go, damn, man, this dude is good. And he's got that baby face to him. So if you look at him, it don't look like he'll strike you out. Huh. He'll mow your ass down. Let's see, he's injured, yeah. Well, he'll be back next year with Perez and Junk. And what's his name? Alarcart. They got these Cabrera. Edward Cabrera. Yep. I mean, they've got it, man. They got all of the pieces there. All of the pieces are there for the Marlins. Now, will you hear me talking like this about Colorado and Chicago White Sox? Mm-mm. I mean, you can just look at this team and tell this team is a diamond in the rough. I mean, hell, they're a diamond now. They're out of the rough as far as I'm concerned, because they will win. They will beat you. Because remember last year during the playoff run, and guys were trying to get wins, to make it to the playoffs, and then they would play the Marlins, and then the Marlins was beating the crap out of people, being a spoiler. That's when I was like, oh, because I lost a lot of money. I was one of those stupid guys that was betting against the Marlins. I said, oh, they suck. And then they started winning. Well, I'm not the sharpest guy around, but some things I can figure out. Yep. I mean, the Marlins is loaded. And plus, let's face it, Miami, a lot of those people that's down there, you got a lot of people from the Dominican Republic, San Juan and all of that that's down there. I mean, baseball is down there. So yeah, they will have to keep a good ball club, because if they don't, nobody will show up to see a loser. They have to keep guys coming in. They know that. Like some of the other teams, like San Diego and stuff. So San Diego's got a lot, right? Yeah, those Cubans. Hey, remember when you might have been in the middle school though. It was when the Orioles had a good team that year. They were like the best in baseball. I mean, the very best. And they played the guys from Cuba. Yeah, you remember that. And they beat the Orioles good, man. I think they had like one guy hit a trip. The score was like 5-2. Well played game, right? And I started laughing, and I told my boy, I said, hey, you know damn well all of those guys aren't going to make it back on that team bus. And sure enough, like 8 of them defected and was signing contracts the next day. Yep. They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to stay right there and make that money. Very kind people, yeah. Cubans are awesome, man. I like their food, right? And I like their coffee. Cigars I'm not off into, but I like their food. I love their food. But I knew a Cuban lady that worked with us. Nicest lady you could ever meet, right? But dude, when she got pissed off, yeah, those Cuban sandwiches are awesome. When she got pissed off, literally, dude, her eyes would turn like red. Not because she was crying. Her eyes was like fiery red. And she looked like she was getting ready to kill somebody. I think she probably would have. Yeah, but nice lady, man, but don't piss her off. I mean, her eyes was like, they turned like fire red. And I go, oh, when I first saw her, I was like, holy shit. I feel sorry for her, old man. She probably kicks the shit out of him every day. All right, the coffee is the best. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Let's get back at this. Did you play anything today? Because if you don't play, we all got to be... And I tell you this, guys, we're meeting like this. We're all connected, right? We're vibrating on the same frequency, if you want to call it that, right? Into the universe. So if somebody doesn't play, nobody's going to win. Everybody plays, we win. I mean, I just think that's how that's going to go. Because remember, I told you yesterday, yeah, you saw that one. Victor Von Doom. Dude, that's going to be an awesome movie. And it's funny, I used to talk to this one lady every day at work about Victor Von Doom. And she was like, who is this Victor Von Doom? And she would always, And I guess when the Fantastic Four, the movies start coming out, she goes, Ron, remember that guy you were talking about? I'm like, yeah. He's coming out with a movie. I mean, she's all happy, dude. I said, yeah, but you don't want to piss Doom off. Is he better than Darth Vader? I said, he'll kill him. He'll kill Darth Vader like this. I put a thing up. Yeah. Dr. Doom, because I put a thing up and I said Dr. Doom versus Darth Vader, who would win? And everybody that's like in Dorkville, like myself, if you're in Dorkville, you understand, right? He will destroy Darth Vader. Absolutely. I mean, he would destroy him. Because Doom. Okay, so here's the only person I think Doom would probably might have a problem with, but he could still pull it off at the end. Is Batman, because him and Batman are, well, he's got way more arsenal, right? Don't get me wrong, but Doctor Doom has been in hell. How many times did he go to hell? He didn't beat the crap out of Mephisto. I mean, Doom is like a god, man. I mean, but Batman would prepare for Doom. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? You can't count Batman out, because Batman will find a way. You might beat the crap out of him, but if he gets away, he's gonna get you when he comes back, and he'll plan. He'll probably start getting some magic and stuff. Yeah. No, he would. No, he would. But I think Batman might last a little bit longer. Well, you know what? Not really, because Doom could do like this, and the guy will disintegrate. Right? Would be a good fight. I mean, I like Batman. He prepares himself. Batman and Superman are only DC guys I mess with. Doom does control the Earth, and he's got his own. Was it Liberia? Got his own country. Okay, let's get at this, guys. I'll just be honest with you. Tomorrow, I'll take the Marlins. I'll take the Marlins on the run line. I mean, on the money line tomorrow. Um, well, right now, the Padres have the pitching matchup, right? But if you look, Dylan Cease is 3-9. Captain America, well, I, because Captain America's got heart. Like Captain America, like most guys will get wiped out in 2 hours. It'll take you about 2 weeks to wipe out Cap, and then he'll still find a way to come get your ass. You know? Yeah, yeah. Now, when I watch this, another guy that's kind of didn't get his props is Apocalypse. Apocalypse is pretty good. No, no, they're not. They're not. I mean, when you're dealing with guys like Doom, you probably need somebody like the X-Men and stuff like that to go up against them, because Apocalypse is a beast. But Apocalypse is his problem is he's too arrogant, right? Well, he's been around for a long time, so I guess, right? But Apocalypse and who's these other guys? You know who I really hate? I hate the Sentinels. Yeah, Wolverine. I'm gonna get through this one, guy, real quick, guys. Let's take the Marlins on the run line. I mean, on the money line tomorrow. And what I was saying is, if you look at Dylan Cease, his record, he's 3-9. His ERA is 4.64, and he's got 139 strikeouts. Sandy Alcantara, he's 4-9, ERA 7.14, 73 strikeouts. So you go, Ron, but why are you saying that the Padres have an advantage? I mean, that the Marlins have an advantage. Well, if you look at his record, he's 3-9. His ERA is impressive for a guy that's 3-9. But if he's 3-9 and he's got 139 strikeouts, something's not right. Something is going on. So 9 times out of 10, let's look, and I can tell you we can find out what it is. Dylan Cease. Okay, so his last 3 games, he had 10 strikeouts. He went 5 innings. He allowed 4 hits, no runs. Excellent. The game before that, he went 6 innings, and he allowed 5 hits, 6 runs. Okay, now we getting at it. Yeah. So sometimes this dude gives up. Yeah. Yeah, no, they are. They are one of the hottest teams, man. And I mean, if you can't see that, man, you probably need to go get some glasses. But no, you're right. But I tell you, I did put it here. Let me see if it's here again. And I'm gonna keep posting it. And I have to go out and get a software where I can share screens and show you. I think I had when I was trying to dick around with it to get it to work. Who's bullpen? The Marlins. If it's the Marlins, they'll fix it by next year. I can guarantee you that. And if the Marlins are smart, they probably need to put a restraining order. So, guys, I just put the bet ESPN thing in. And you can use that referral number. You can help a guy out because I'm horrible. But like I said, guys, base football is going to be right around the corner, and we aren't here talking Dorkville stuff and all this. But in about 2 more weeks, it's going to be a lot of swearing, a lot of guys getting put out of the house. Right? It's showtime. It's going to be showtime in 2 weeks. What was that? Let's see. Yeah, I sent you that thing. Yeah, I got to get that software we can share. Um, yeah, yeah. Carl, you can still do it now. I can set it up, and I can put you on as a guest. So all you got to do when you call in, you'll be on the other side. If you want to try it tomorrow, we can do it. And just let me know. Man, Carl gave us some picks, man, but I'm scared to even look at them. I don't. God knows I don't know too much about the WNBA. Well, I do. I know one thing: the WNBA is a damn good product. Yeah, I said it. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Dude, you was getting ready to have me on suicide watch, man. Last week, I stopped. I think I quit gambling like 12 times last week. That's got to be a record. Oh, no. Are you serious? Why? The Sparks suck. Who are the Sparks playing? So that's the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Okay, right. I took the Mystics. Yeah, I took the Mystics. And here's what I did, guys, and I was telling everybody. I teased, and if you guys look, and you look on the shorts, and I got that ticket with ESPN, I tease games in baseball. And I'm just trying to get ready for football. But watch this, though. I did. No, I didn't. I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart, trust me. I didn't. I wish I had it. But Carl, what I did was I did some teasing. And I did that ESPN bet. And I took, now watch this. This is so lame, but I did it. And you're gonna laugh too, Alan. I took the under with the Padres and the Marlins. Guess what I moved it to? I put under 11. I made sure I was going to win that game, didn't I? That's because I don't even think they're going to score that much. I don't even know what the score is. I haven't looked. But I took the Padres and the Marlins, and I took the under over. I took under, and I moved it. Yeah, that real cash for sure. Because I'm desperate, right? And you guys are going to know when football season comes, teasing games is your best friend. Okay, good. Teasing football games, college, will be your best friend. And like I told you guys, Michigan can be favored by 48 playing St. Mary's of the Blind. They're not interested on that. If they get it, okay. But are they going to try to do it? No, as long as they win. Ohio State, Michigan. They don't like to run the score up on people. And again, I said that like yesterday. Notre Dame, they'll run the score up on you. Even when they had Lou Holtz, they would run the score up on people. Oregon will run the score up on you. Memphis, Tulane, SMU. Those guys will run the score up on you. They don't care that your mother's coming in from out of town to watch it. They're going to beat the shit out of you. And you just got to stop them. You know what I mean? They will run that score up. Ohio State and Michigan, I don't think they do it so much I just think that that's the type of organization that they are. They don't run the score up on people. If Michigan has a score, like that means somebody else just keeps scoring. So then they're going to score. But if Michigan gets you down like what? Michigan and Ohio State get you down like 38-0, man, they're going to let up. They will let up. But James Madison, Memphis, Tulane, if they got you down by 38 in the first quarter, just know it's going to be a long second half. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Penn State. Yeah. Absolutely. No, they will. But Michigan is not going to run that score up on you, though. Michigan, and Ohio State, they won't run the score up on you. They will put in their guys. And you know what? The guys can score, but I think they just try. I don't know, man. Michigan and Ohio State, I have allowed so many, like, when I bet with on these teams, when it comes to Michigan and Ohio State, I mean, and I don't care who the coach is. They just got this thing where they kind of like, they're classy. Like, they're not going to, well, I don't know what to say. I'm not saying the other teams are trash. I'm just saying Michigan and Ohio State, they won't run the score up on you. They just won't. I mean, they can. They will. But they just don't. You did? Well, those fuckers screwed me like 8 times. No, to be honest, Ohio State screwed me like 2 times. Yeah. Well, and you know what? And I'll tell you, here's what I think. Ohio State, Michigan, you just got to stop them, but they're not going to try to go out. They're going to run the ball. Well, hell, Memphis will be up 45-0 in the fourth quarter, still airing that goddamn ball, still throwing it. You know I'm right. Tulane, James Madison, but see, that turn on James Madison, what was that? Who's that beat? Was it Appalachian State that got him last year or year before? That turned on him. All right, let me get to these things here quick. So right away, guys, I like that Marlins game, and what I was saying is that, yeah. And so basically, when you're talking about the Marlins, and you probably look at this guy and look at his ERA, and you're like, oh man, he's going to lose. The advantage is with the San Diego Padres. But that's not how that works. The Miami Marlins have this team chemistry that's awesome. And when those guys get going, it's hard to stop them. It's very hard. And if they win tomorrow, I mean, if San Diego wins, they're probably like 1 point. But I'll take the Marlins on the money line tomorrow. San Francisco and Atlanta, I like this one. We're going to touch this. So Justin Verlander, okay, guys, guess what? He's 0-8. He'll be 0-9 tomorrow, right? I like Justin Verlander, but Father Time waits for no one. He'll get you. Justin Verlander is 0-8. His ERA is 4.99. It's probably going to be 5.99 after tomorrow. He's got 67 strikeouts. He's still a stud. He's just an older stud. Spencer Strider, that's your boy, Carl. Now, the guy is tough, right? So I'm going to take the Braves. I'll take the Braves on the run line. I mean, I just feel that confident of that. The Royals and the Cubbies. The Cubbies doesn't have anybody featured yet. Kansas City has Seth Lugo. who's 6-5. His ERA is 2.94 and 93 strikeouts. But watch this. You're going to see a lot of teams like this starting to fade off in the second half. I swear. Just watch it. You'll see teams like this. And I think Kansas City's going to be one of them. It's just going to fall off. The Cubs don't have any pitcher listed. But guess what? Just wait. I think the Cubs will come through. They'll put somebody on in there pretty good. And they'll probably get the win. But we'll wait. We can't call it because we don't know. The Angels and the Mets tomorrow. Sean, what is that? Mahana? He's a lefty. He's 0-1. ERA 2.45 and 13 strikeouts. I don't trust the Mets, right? Last year I was good with them and they was winning, but I don't trust the Mets. They don't have a pitcher listed for the Angels, so we'll just have to come back. I might come back later on tonight. Now watch this, guys. Detroit Tigers tomorrow. They're gonna put up Troy Milton, and he didn't even have a record. I don't even see. He's gonna go up against Bailey Falter. Bailey Falter is really good, right? And that's why when I'm always complaining about Pittsburgh having a damn good pitching rotation and they don't use it because it's pathetic. I mean, they got Pittsburgh. In my opinion, I think Pittsburgh has one of the better pitching rotations in the league. Well, Ron, why are they in last place? Or why do they suck? Because their management sucks. And that's just the way it goes. I mean, you can look at these guys and like Henley and all of them guys. Henley will be like 2-3. I mean, 2 wins, 10 losses. But then you'll look at his ERA, and his ERA is at 3.20. And you go, well, if he's 3-10, why is his ERA so low? Because this guy will probably get up, pitching one hitters. Nobody backs him up with the bats, and he takes the loss. But he pitched a hell of a game. That'll burn your arm out, too, real fast. All right. So, okay, Bailey Falter tomorrow. I tell you what, guys, and I hate to say this, I'm going to take... It doesn't matter because, no. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh tomorrow. Honestly. And you know what's gonna happen? The Tigers is gonna win. And I'll be sitting here swearing and cursing. But Bailey Falter is 6-5, ERA 4.00, 61 strikeouts. Bailey Falter is like right now he's their ace. Because I think he's got like the best record, even over Paul Skeens. Now, his last 3 games, he went 4 innings against the White Sox, 4 innings against Kansas City, and he went 5 innings against Seattle. Against Chicago, he gave up 6 hits, 4 runs. Kansas City, 6 hits, 3 runs. Seattle on the 4th of July, he went 5 innings. He gave up 3 hits, and he gave up 3 runs. Talking about a motherfucker that's got some hard luck. God damn. Usually a guy give up 3 hits, and that's it. Man, this dude gave up 3 hits. For every hit he gave up a run. That'll drive your ERA up, won't it? Damn. Bad luck, man. But I wouldn't take the under here. I don't know anything about... Carl, you know anything about Troy Milton? Who is this guy? Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, look and see if I can get some information. Is he from Evansville, Carl? Bailey Foster is a beast, man. Yeah, You know, and the scary thing about that is that when you don't know who this guy is, uh, he could come out and throw a one hitter or a no hitter, right? Because you don't know anything about him. So you think so? Okay. Yeah, we can go. We can take it that route. What, money line or run line? What do you want to do with it? I'm down with it. Okay. Yeah, Falter will give it up sometimes. He will. All right. So Tigers money line. That's a safe bet right there. I mean, because I mean, and all due respect to our Tigers, um, you're not just gonna run them over, right? They're gonna get hot again, and when they get hot, because how many games are they out? I mean, how many games are they up? And what is their magic number? Was it 40? Right. I bet the Tigers' magic number is probably like 48 or something. And you know what? Let's find out. Let's look. Hey, Carl. Uh huh. 68. That was less. The Detroit Tigers' magic number to clinch a playoff berth is 3. What are you talking about? That's old. Okay, 68. That was 3 weeks ago. Okay, so I just found the magic number glossary, whatever that is. It's just a page with a bunch of stupid writing on it. I just want the magic number, man. What's so hard about that? Hmm. 10 months ago. No, they don't have anything on here. Man. Oh wait, here's something I think. Yeah, but it's not giving you a magic number. Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, you're right. They got what, 60 and 41. That's a damn good record. The Yankees blow. Houston is tough, but I like when the Tigers put it to them last. The Tigers put it to them last year. I love that shit. That's great. All right, now watch this. And I'm going to take somebody up on this. I say that by the end of the year or end of the baseball season, the Miami Marlins will be over 500. Because right now the Miami Marlins is 46 and 53. I know they in your division, Carl. I know you don't want to hear it, but I just got to tell it like it is. I think that the Miami Marlins, well, I know at the end of the year, they're going to be at, they're going to be playing past, they're going to be over 500. I can just see it. And that division is kind of hard, man. You got Philadelphia, you got the Mets, you got the Marlins, you got the Braves, and the Nationals. I think I would just probably jump off the bridge or something. Because that sucks, man. And Pittsburgh is 40 and 61. All right. I can't find it. Well, let's keep this shit. Let's keep it moving. Hey, when are they gonna have that new Grand Theft Auto come out? Anybody know? GTA. I think Grand Theft Auto is like one of the best video games to ever be made. And guys, what I'll do tonight, I'll put together again something that's good, and make sure I put it out. Um, I'll put it out tonight, so that way we'll know. Mike Tyson's Punch Out? No, Carl, man, no. It's GTA, man. Mike Tyson's game was cool, but Grand Theft Auto is the best. Like you get like you get to beat up prostitutes, and and you gotta watch, man, because them prostitutes will stab you, right? They'll stab you. You can steal the cars from people. GTA is sweet. And now I'm thinking, guys, living in the day and age that we live in now, it's kind of awesome. Never played. Carl, you got to play GTA, man. It's real. It's the shit, right? I mean, yeah. It's just like, I mean, it's like driving a car. You can run people over. You can rob people, but you got to be careful because some guys know how to fight, right? And if you go like so Grand Theft Auto, the last one that they had, well, not that one, but it's one of them that you go. If you get caught in Chinatown, man, they'll literally beat the crap out of you. And then it's oh man, this is. But you usually when you playing Grand Theft Auto, you don't go in neighborhoods flashing because they'll get you. They'll get the drop on you. And GTA cheats, just like Atari did, just like Nintendo, PlayStation. That's one thing all those guys got in common, those computers, they cheat. And they go, oh no, it's just a glitch. Bullshit. I shot one guy on GTA, shot him, dude, done, right? All of a sudden he gets up and he shoots me. And I go, what the hell is that? And then I'm dead. And I'm like, I just killed this guy. Computers will get mad and cheat on you, dude. All right. Let's get through this. Let's get through it, but we get back to it. All right. Back to July 3rd. I'll take the Braves tomorrow. Take the Braves on the run line, money line. I mean, it's up to you guys. You ever do whatever you want, but the Braves will. I will take the Braves. Period. Justin Verlander is just Father Time's caught up with him. We decided to go with the. Hold on a second. Yeah, Allen. We all decided to go with the Tigers, right? Okay. Then we've got the Angels and the Mets. Oh, I think we have to wait on the pitchers for that one, and we got to wait to see who the Cubs will have pitching tomorrow against Kansas City. Seth Lugo. It doesn't really matter to me because I think Kansas City is starting to fade out, and I'll give it to the Cubs. Like right now, if I just had to, I'll take the Cubs on the money line. I'm just that confident that they will beat Kansas City tomorrow. The St. Louis Cardinals against the Colorado Rockies. So one of the good things about like playing Colorado is that when you're there, you know those guys are going to give up a lot of runs. So here's what I'm going to do, guys, because I had a good day, and we're pretty much done now. But I'm going to come up. I'm going to look at the rest of these games. And then I'll find out who's winning or whatever, and I'll just put it up, and we'll just go from there. And I'll just pick some of the games. Because like right now, Colorado is not beating St. Louis. Well, they do have a chance. It depends where they put up. But right now, you'd have to wait on the Colorado Rockies to see if they will beat St. Louis. The Milwaukee Brewers, if I'm not mistaken, those guys are on a 4 or 5 game winning streak. The Milwaukee Brewers is hot. Quinn Priester will be pitching for them tomorrow. He's 8-2, ERA 3.33, and 80 strikeouts. He'll go against Luis Costello with Seattle. He's 7-5, 3.21 ERA and 100 strikeouts. Guys, I don't care. I don't care. Milwaukee is hot, right? And you know, when they're hot, you just gotta ride it. You just gotta ride it. Hold on for 1 second. You just have to ride it. I tell you what, guys. I mean, I love living in San Diego, right? I do, really do. But it's really expensive here, right? It's just like super expensive, and I don't, I don't agree with if you live in Philadelphia or if you live in, let's say you live in Savannah. It's cheaper to live in Savannah than it is to be in San Diego. So basically, in San Diego, your rent and everything will be higher because of the area and the weather. And how can you put something on that's natural? How can you charge people? It's just like charging somebody to buy real estate on the moon or Mars. You don't own that shit, right? Like you can't tell the weather not to have an earthquake. You can't, it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. But yeah, San Diego's kind of expensive. Now tomorrow, Chris Paddock against Tyler Glasnow. Tyler Glasnow is back. I'm fading the Twinkies, man. The Twinkies. I'm not fading the Twinkies. The Twinkies are fading themselves. They're 3-9. His Chris Paddock is 3-9. His ERA is 5.14. 75 strikeouts. Tyler Glasnow is back. He was their ace last year, and he'll probably pick up where he left off. And guys, Tyler Glasnow and what's the other guy they've got this that was out last year and he's back? Kershaw. Those two guys right there, man. It's just like it strikes fear in anybody's heart. I'm a Tiger fan, but watch this, guys. And Tigers still don't. They still don't have that guy or guys that can compete with LA. And is it frustrating? Yeah, I mean it is. Cause it's like, and this is what sucks the most. You give your best and your best. You guys ever play something, and you gave your best. You gave it your all, and it wasn't good enough. Remember how mommy would say, baby, just go out there and give it your best, and mommy's still gonna love you. And you go out there, you think you're doing something, but they still mop the floor with your dumb ass, right? And then you come back and she kiss you, she say, you my baby. And then you go talk to dad. Dad said, you getting your ass in the gym tomorrow, right? I mean, it's just the way they've got it. It's not good enough. The Dodgers is just that kind of ball club. They batting lineup, and it really doesn't matter who the Dodgers have that's pitching. That's the luxury they have. They can go grab somebody off of Crenshaw Avenue and put him on the mound, and they got these batters, man. It's gonna keep them in. It's gonna keep that game in check. Hold on for 1 second. What is this? What do you mean? Okay, guys, let's get through this. I was just looking at somebody that sent me something. Let's go ahead and wind this down. Guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. Um, if you see that I come through sometimes late at night and I just pop online, that's because something's happened. We won or anything like that. If it goes off, put your phone on silent, because if the old lady, your wife, finds out that you won some money, you're screwed, and your whole night, the rest of the night, will be messed up. So put it on, put it on vibrate, something, so the old lady won't know, because they smart, man. I mean, I used to dedicate my life to outsmarting women, and I just said, you know what? You can't. You just can't. And it was kind of frustrating. All right. The Orioles versus the Guardians. Zach Eflin for the Orioles, 6-5, ERA 5.95, 42 strikeouts. Slade Cicerone, or whatever. He's 5-4, ERA 3.84, 58 strikeouts. Actually, that looks like that might be an interesting game. There's going to probably be some points scored on that game, too. Look like a lot of points. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of points scored. Yeah, but Zach Eflin's ERA is a tad bit higher, 5.95, but that doesn't really mean too much, but sometimes it does. Will I bet on this game? Why not? Because this type of game is kind of like they mirror images of each other. I love competition, but I don't like my blood pressure going up, right? These are kind of games that'll get you flipping out. These are kind of games that get you in trouble, right? Like one time I went over to my buddy's house. This is maybe about 2 years ago out here, watching a game. Dude went crazy. He went nuts, yelling and screaming. I'm like, dude, you need to stop. Because I knew his wife. I said, dude, she's going to come out here. Sure enough, she came out and she ripped him a new one. And I was like, dude, I was just waiting on her to say, you got to leave. But I'm like, dude, you got to be the man. But not that night. She straightened his ass out. So you know what I did? I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to get tossed out. All right. If I just had to pick a person or a team, I'll take the Guardians on the money line. Easy way out. The Red Sox versus the Phillies. Phillies will have Jesus Lazario, a lefty who's 8-5, ERA 4.29, 129 strikeouts, versus Lucas Galito, who's 6-2, ERA 3.59, 70 strikeouts. Sorry, but I will take the Phillies on the money line. The Yankees and the Blue Jays tomorrow. Max Fry. Holy crap. Okay, here we go. This is the game. So, what's good with you? Just trying to get through this, man, and picking these games. I've been on here like nonstop, running my mouth. And I finally came up on the game that we like. What's going on with you, man? How's it going? Where are you located? Bikini Key. Is that what? It's awesome, dude. You like, all right. Yeah, so we're talking about the Yankees, Mr. King guy. But Max Fry, a lefty, he's 11-3, ERA 2.43, 113 strikeouts against Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett is 10-4, ERA 3.89, 109 strikeouts. Watch this, guys. And if you're a Yankee fan, I might hurt your feelings. I'm going to take the Blue Jays. I'm going to take the Blue Jays plus the points. Why? Why? Because the Blue Jays have been hot, right? And when you're hot, you don't mess with it. Just let it go. The Blue Jays have been hot, and we're gonna ride with them. Max Fry, like his last game, guys, I've been fading the Yankees lately. Let's see. Hold on. Come on, man. Why is this doing this? Sorry, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna read your thing. I just kind of like lost my Did I get it? Yep, here we go. Just took the Astros Brewers and the Dodgers all money line. Yeah. Yep. Well, you're guaranteed. Well, how much did you drop on it? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was a good one right there. Right? Well, I mean, you got guts on that one, right? Because normally when I step, but like the last time I stepped out like that, I realized I wasn't a big baller like I thought I was, right? So I do keep it kind of, you're going to get it, right? So that's not, I mean, it looks like you got that one. Because as the Astros going to win tonight. They've got, what's his name? Hold on, I can't pronounce his name, but you know what I'm talking about. It starts with a V. And they should win. The Astros should win by at least 2 or more, right? The pitching matchup is on the Astros side, right? And the Astros is hot. The Dodgers, they play the Twins. The Twins are going backwards, right? So they're going to beat the crap out of the Twins. And what's the last one? The Brewers. Oh, man, the Brewers is on a 4-game winning streak. So, yeah, Valdez. Valdez is going to strike out about 20 people, including people's mothers and fathers, too. Whoever shows up at the game, Valdez will strike them all out. Then you've got the Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers are hot. I mean, what, 4-game winning streak? And then they got that young kid starting tonight. Looks good. I mean, if you're going to do it, if you're doing it big like that. 12-game winning streak? Damn it. I thought it was, holy crap. That's a goddamn shame. What are they putting in that water up in there in Milwaukee? Holy, I know they were on a winning streak. I knew that. Right? Oh my God. Yeah. Seattle's fucked. Oh. Damn. You ain't never lied. I thought it was 4. Holy shit. No. Kudos. I mean, yeah. No shit. Because what it says here, it says the Milwaukee Brewers are currently riding an 11-game winning streak. Damn it. Yeah. And they got that guy going. I mean, yeah. I mean, when it's like that, it's like that. Whew. Damn it. 11 games. What an idiot. Shows you how smart I am. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pick teams like that, you got it. Because Milwaukee is going to play, right? And they got that young kid that's out there. But the one thing about that with the young kid, and I knew he was going to be good, right? So when his first game he pitched, I ran and jumped all over it. He lost. So I'm like, God damn it, right? So the next game he plays, when he played the Dodgers, remember he showed off against the Dodgers? I said I'm gonna fade it. I'm gonna sit back and watch, and he went nuts. And I'm sitting in the chair going, what the fuck? Yeah, but that's how that goes sometimes. Let me see. No, Minnesota. No, Minnesota is done. No, if okay, so so many different areas. Okay, so here's the thing: if you're looking at it like that, it's nah, because see, you got the Twins, dude. The Twins came into the season roaring like a lion, right? Then somebody slapped the crap out of them, and they got quiet again. Then they reared back up again, and by the time the All Star break came, the dudes had fell off again. So I mean, Minnesota is, yeah. Mm-mm. I mean, you got it. You pretty much got that. That's a good pick. I seen a post on Facebook. Guy said 12-game winning streak. Yeah, it might be 12, 11. Dude, once you start, when you get into double digits, when you start doing double digit strikeouts, I mean, double digit win streaks, that's saying a lot about your ball club. When you're gambling like that, that's good. But um, they probably don't want to peak too soon because when they got playoffs coming against the Dodgers, and you know what? The Dodgers is just a different kind of team when you get in the playoffs. You know, I'm a Tiger fan. I'm a Detroit Tiger guy, but like I was just telling these guys right before you came in here, I was like, you ever played a sport or whatever, and you gave your best, and you still lost, and your best wasn't good enough? That's what happens when you play the when you play the Dodgers. Where's me? It's about the Astros, Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks blow. I'd be losing at home or for a goof. Hopefully the Dodgers. Yeah, but you know. Valdez. So yesterday when I'm looking at it and I'm looking at Valdez, like, so here are guys that, and even if they lose, that's okay. It's worth it because you got to take him. Valdez, if he's pitching, you got to take him. Hunter Brown. If Hunter Brown is on the mound, you got to take him. And actually, Hunter Brown is like Mr. Consistent. I think he lost. Well, he didn't have a decent game. I think it was about a week ago. But pretty much, Hunter Brown is probably one of the most consistent pitchers out there. You see him, you got to play him. Wheeler, you got to play him. Mackenzie Gore, I don't know about this year, right? 'Cause they've been smacking Mackenzie Gore around. But he gets his strikeouts. If you see Turk Scrubble, you got to play him. Paul Skeens, you got to play him. New kid that's up there in Milwaukee is kind of early, but right now, dude is an animal. Oh shit! What is this? What do you mean? Yeah, so guy, I think you're doing the right thing, man. I think that with you taking those games like that, and you kind of waited, that was smart, right? Because normally sometimes if you do your homework and you jump out in front first thing in the morning and you put it out, and then the first team that you pick, you've been up all night looking at shows, reading shit, and that first team you pick loses. Man, that's a kick in the throat. But don't worry, the Diamondbacks is good. Okay, Houston it just started up. Diamondbacks. Yeah, there you go. You hit those later games, it's good. About a week ago, I did that in the UFC, and I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I'm like, holy crap, I won. I had 2 UFC fighters that had won for me. I think I'm waiting on one UFC fight that's coming up. I think it's what's that guy? Char Bullet. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, let me finish up these last But you know what? I don't think it really matters, guys, of me looking at giving you the breakdown on the thing tomorrow, because I'm gonna look at it and make a. Oh, he's got this Milwaukee Brewer kid on there. I'm gonna look at the games and kind of give it like a good assessment. The Rays. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at these games. I'm gonna assess them, but I really, what is this? Holy shit! He smoked the shit out of that ball. Oh yeah, the Guardians. Somebody just he just smoked one. Ramirez. Damn, he got all of that. Damn. Baseball is awesome. I like baseball. I mean, just love it. I don't know. Let me see if I can go in here and just see. And also, too, if you guys are just coming on, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, what I'm telling guys to do, I'm having guys, if they don't have ESPN Sport Book, to please sign up. I'm gonna give you a thing, right? Because the football season is right around next week. You gotta have a Hall of Fame game, right? So that's it. I mean, it's going down. Well, it's going down now. So we want to be prepared for college football. And like I tell people, college football, you want to take a site like ESPN, Bet ESPN, because a lot of times in college you have to tease those games. I mean, you just have to. Because if you try to like gamble on some college games, I mean, you'll win, right? But you'll win some, but you won't win as much. And you gotta kind of like, and I put this thing on here for you guys to sign up on ESPN, because I usually do ESPN. I've been doing it now. Like, I don't do ESPN like for baseball. I only do it for like college football, because it allows you to get that extra money and control some of those games. Because these sports books like to, I struggle with baseball, and I really have no business betting them. You know what? Here's the deal with that. Baseball is just one of those sports, man. It is. I mean, it'll frustrate the hell out of you, because I mean, you'll have one guy pitching a one hitter. Hell, this guy might. I've seen a guy pitch a one hitter, almost had a no hitter, and the fucker lost. How does that happen? It's baseball. It's baseball. I mean, it's just baseball. Baseball is just quirky like that. I mean, this dude's got a one hitter going on, and then you still lose. So that, I mean, that's, that's kind of hard. I mean, it's just baseball. Let me see, what is this? Hold on. Yeah, earlier, for you guys that are just now coming on, I was just talking about, some of my pet peeves that I don't like, right? And I had a conversation earlier, and I guess this one young guy was telling, I guess about some other dude, and he was talking to him. I mean, I guess he was talking about the other guy. The other guy find out, and he blocked the guy out on the phone, so he couldn't call him. And I'm like, well, that's weird, because most guys don't block other guys or block anybody. And the reason being is not because it's a manly thing. It's just like we just don't know how to do that. I mean, we can fix on cars and do all this other stuff, but blocking people on the phone, your average guy is not going to know how to do that. So I was surprised with that. But anyways, you don't want to talk to the guy, you block him, but then you go send a female to spy on the guy and talk to him. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but what if you find out something that you don't want to hear. Well, what are you gonna do? Because you don't even want to. You scared to talk to him. You got the guy blocked out. So I was laughing. That was a good joke. That was funny to me. That was about it today. But we got these sports going on, and you know, like and subscribe, guys. Um, we have a good time. We have a good time on here. Um, I give out a lot of parlays. So, my man, if you feel like that you're not good at a certain sport, we'll all help you out. Don't worry about that. We'll have you winning in no time. I usually hit at least once a week. Um, the last time I had a big hit was back, I think it was April. It was 20 grand, right? And I was real hyped. I had won 20 grand, right? So I'm waiting on it to come, but then I look at my account, it's like 16,000, and I'm like, where the other 4,000? Uncle Sam took that. So, and that's smart, because if Uncle Sam didn't take it, I wasn't going to pay it. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, let's look at this real quick. Hold on. What the hell? I'm starving too. Huh. Huh. You booked a lady from Chicago to Singapore to Colorado. Holy shit, was you doing around the world? I actually hit a leg, a woman, Euro soccer. Now, that's good, man. You're dominant in NFL, man. Good for you, because I suck during the NFL season. I just can't do it. It's kind of hard for me, but that's not my forte, the NFL. You know, do I know the game? Yeah, I know it very well. Do I have a good look at winning? Not really. I mean, I had maybe like 2 wins, and I dedicate all my time to college football because it's easier for me. God damn it, Carl! How did the Sparks win? Piece of shit. You know what, Carl? I'm just gonna be honest with you. The WNBA has a damn good product. They got a damn good product because anytime it's unpredictable like that and you don't know, they won by 7. God damn it. So what happens is if you can't predict games like you think you can, and it's unpredictable, that means that you're. Ooh. No. The WNBA, that's hard, man. The WNBA is because you don't know. Like right now, the Sparks. You was eating during March. Yeah, March Madness is good, man. You get through there, man, because that's where you make your money at, right? March Madness. I mean, I remember the year with what's it, Edie? Man, I was every time you turn around, I had him in Purdue going, and you know. All right, let's see where. Well, yeah, but I'm not saying that they are, Carl. I just know the WNBA is not easy to gamble on. It's just not. And when it's like that, that means you got a lot of parity going on there, and that's pretty good. That's a good product. Minnesota's up by 1. Yeah, Carl, after you screwed us on this other one, now I'm playing. Well, let me see. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. The rest of the games, if I see something, I'll pull it up and put it on there. Anything that's big. Um, Stomach is growling. You guys are awesome. Always, always. Please like and subscribe. You guys are great. Awesome. A joy to talk to. I love people. You guys are awesome, and I enjoy it. Everything is. I mean, it's pretty cool, right? Um, when I usually come on the show. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, on here, don't worry. We all help each other and whatever, and it's fun, man. It's almost like it's therapeutic, right? But yeah, we here. It was like a family. Make sure you like and subscribe. I also put this Bet ESPN thing, right? Because and guy, you know how to do the you know how to get it out, get it out, get it out. You know how to um tease games. God damn it, man! It took me a long time to get that out. Ugh. You know how to tease games, right? So teasing games is cool, but that and I usually use what do you call this? Wait. Yeah, I mean, one of the, and I just put it on there again, the ESPN. If you don't have it, if you guys don't have a sports book, get it. ESPN because it's good. It helps you with college sports, college basketball, college football for sure. That way you can tease games. Like I was telling Carl earlier. Um, if you can't tease a college football game, it's gonna be hard, right? Because you'll have Ohio State, for example, playing Northeastern, and you'll have Ohio State by 45, right? Now, Ohio States are one of those teams that they're not gonna run the score up on you. Can they? Yeah, they can. Will they? It just depends. If you let them score, because they're just going to run the ball. But theoretically, Michigan and guys like Ohio State, they're not going to run. They're not going to run the score up on you. But when you got these other teams like Memphis, um, SMU, teams of that caliber, they like to score. James Madison, those kind of guys. If they get an inflated um, spread or under over, somebody's going to hit. But some of the times, you want to take those high numbers and bring them down and tease them. Just tease them and bring it down. Ohio State versus St. Mary's of the Blind. That's my ultimate matchup. But for the most part, Ohio State, let's say they got Ohio State by favorite by 52. Ohio State might stop at 45, right? They're just going to run the ball. They're not going to, and they ain't even going to try because they don't like to run the score up on people, right? So if you know that, right, then you go in there and tease it, and instead of 48, tease it down to maybe 38, right? Your money won't be as large. And if you guys know this, I'm just being redundant. But for those who don't know it, It's good. So I just want to. I put this thing out here for the bet ESPN, so you guys get hooked up on it and get acclimated to it. Because like every day, I try to do a ESPN parlay, and I usually do one just to show you guys how to do it. So if I pull one up now, I took the Tigers and the Pirates 11. The over under. I made it over. I put it at 11. So I know I'm going to hit on that one, right? But let's just say if that was $100, right, at his original under over whatever, which was I think it was about 7.5 or 8, then I'll probably get, let's say for an example, they'll probably give me $800. Well, if you tease it down or up, it'll go from probably 800. Okay, let's just say it's 500. It'll go from 500 maybe down to like 3 or even 200. You don't want to when you get into teasing, guys, and you will see it because it's all there for you. You can go down, but the lower you go or the higher you go, to give yourself some cushion, you're paying those points. So normally, without doing the spreads, without teasing the games, you could probably like make, let's say, $2,000. But if you tease those games, it'll go depending on how many you did. You don't want to do a whole lot, right? And if you do a whole lot, drop it by 1 or 2, right? Because if you do a lot of teasing, like for an example, yesterday I was messing around with a ticket, and it was worth about $8,000. Well, when I got finished teasing it, I had it down to like 1,500, right? Ron, that's not worth it. Well, if you're broke, it is, right? So, does that always work? Nope. Sometimes the gambling gods have no mercy. They don't care. So, that's how that's going to go. But always, just guys, like and subscribe. Keep it going. So we can. Oh, it's another thing too. I changed my platform because it was just doing high school football. But I got tired of that, and it got expensive, and I couldn't afford to keep paying the camera guys. So I just switched over to do this. It was something else. The site, I took it down for a hot minute, but I'll probably bring it back up once everything starts moving up. And if you want to, you can go inside the City Baller Vault. There's 2 City Ballers YouTube pages that's online, right? We've got, because I basically started out in Detroit, because that's where I'm from, but I live in Cali now. But we had guys like Sauce Gardner, right? Amon, when he was a kid playing youth football. Even the guy Maddox. Maddox is he's with the defensive back who is with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now he's coming to play with the Detroit Lions. He actually won an award on City Ballers back when he was playing high school football. So that's kind of like cool. So you go back in there, you can see a lot of stuff. Football in Detroit, Memphis, some parts of LA, right? So I got a lot of stuff in vaults. If you can just look those old videos, you'll see a lot of stuff. Some players you'll recognize. One of the biggest names was like, I think Snoop Dogg. Well, not I don't think, but Snoop's dog's son. We were following him around for a while. He was actually, the dude was actually a dog, right? He was nasty, right? But I saw a change once they switched him from defensive end and made him a receiver. I'm like, I know he's tall, man, but just because he's tall, you don't. You got to see what he's good at. And when they switched him to wide receiver, man, it was downhill from that. He was very aggressive at the linebacker position or playing on the defensive end. Very aggressive, very mean and nasty. But when they put him and switched him to be a receiver, he didn't have hands like that. He could catch, right? But you got to have those hands to do that, right? And that wasn't. He was a defensive end. When they switched him like that, I'm like, damn, man, they gonna get ready to. This young man is gonna get disenchanted playing football. He did, but he was good. Followed him around. It was pretty good. Got a lot of kids on there. Loved it, but where is he now? Carl. If you go back, you can see him. I think it's on the City Baller Blues logo, but he's done. He's done playing football, man. He was at. Did he go to? I don't know if he went to college, because Carl, when they moved him from defensive end to receiver, that was it. And I didn't understand why they did it, because the dude was nasty. He was mean. He was aggressive. But when they moved him, it was kind of like different. I'm like, damn, man, why would y'all do that? That's stupid. Maybe. He was a good kid, though. He was a really good kid. Really good kid. He was very down to earth. If you didn't know who his dad was, you wouldn't even, because he was just like the average kid, man. He didn't act like he had a silver spoon in his mouth. Nah, and I got it, because his old man used to put him in the leagues out here in Southern Cal. So he was playing. So he was raised with some hood dudes, and you can tell, right? So yeah, that's good, man. It was good football, but man, when they changed him to receiver, I'm like, why y'all doing that, man? They say he's no receiver. But what do I know? All right, Carl. All right, guys. I'm out. Blink King. Hey, was that Bikini? What's that? King or whatever? Yeah. I don't know. I can't see. I gotta get some new glasses. Hey guys, let's get it going. We're gonna do something tomorrow. I'll be back. I don't take breaks, man. We're just gonna keep doing this because we gotta hit. We gotta hit. Me and Carl broke, right? You guys might have more money than us, but we're gonna keep this thing going. So make sure you like and subscribe. Also, I got that ESPN thing, and if you guys are gonna hang out with us during the during the football season, you're gonna want to use this ESPN app, right? And for those of you, you might already have the app, but it's good to have because it's really good at teasing games. Here it is. I just put it on the screen right here. If you guys sign up, dude, please. Because what will happen is it allows you to tease games. What do you mean tease games? That means if the score is too high, like let's say the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Detroit Lions in Detroit, right? And they got the point spread at 15. Well, 15 is high for NFL football, right? And you go, man, I don't know if they'll get that 15, right? You know what you do? You tease it down to 10. Hell, I think the lowest they'll probably let you get it down to is maybe 7, right? Now, if you leave it on the regular point spread, you get good money. But the lower you take it, the less money you make. So say point spread is 16, and I go, look, man, that's a lot for the NFL. I don't want that. I'm going to tease this down to 10, or I'm going to tease it down to 8 or 7, right? Just know that you're not going to get that big money now. So you're going to get $500, and you tease it down that low. So now you're going to probably get maybe $300, right? But you just have to just watch, and you have to pay attention to it, and you just have to follow it really good, because in my opinion, college football it can be difficult because a lot of times they put these big spreads out there, and a lot of times a lot of these guys don't cover. They just don't cover. So you might give, like, now Memphis, they cover. Memphis covers. This is football. SMU, they cover, right? Tulane, schools like James Madison. So teams like that, they're gonna cover. But when you get your like kind of like old fogey Stover, like Michigan and Ohio State, and Carl, I know you say they ran the score up on somebody, but Carl, I'll tell you what, man. For the most part, Michigan and Ohio State, they're not really gonna run it up. So if Ohio State is favored by 50, because like last year they had something like that. It was favored by like 50. I think them jokers got like 48 or something like that. It's always good to know you can tease it and say, hey, I don't think these guys are gonna make that, right? They might, but if you just want to feel comfortable and you don't want to stress yourself out, your blood pressure getting high, you get snappy, your wife says something, you snap at her, now you in trouble. Now you're not gonna get your food, you're not gonna get it cooked, or she gonna burn it, or make you go out and buy you something to eat. Your dog will snap at you, and then you'll be tossing and turning all night. You done lost money, and your family is ready to kill you. So to avoid all of that, what do? If you know how to tease, then I don't need to even talk to you guys. You guys know how it's done. But if you don't know how, hang out with us. Me and everybody else that's hanging out on here that's in the chat, they'll help you. We'll all help you. Because college football, it is essential to tease games in college football. You have to do it. Can you just go a couple of games? Sure. Right? But you can have a lot of times where guys gonna, like Vegas and these sports books, they're notorious for inflating, spreads and under overs, and then they try to play those games and, you know, make a favorite, take teams and make them favorites when they shouldn't be. And I told this story earlier. What was that? We had who was that? That was the Baltimore Orioles last week or a week before. They had the Orioles not favored to win. Well, the pitching matchup clearly showed that Baltimore was favored. The Orioles was favored, hands down, right? So what I did was I knew it. I went in there and I teased it up. Now, normally I don't tease and put more points. Now you can move it up, and that means you'll get more money. But usually, teasing is kind of like I use it when I'm being a chick, when I'm being acting like a chicken shit. But I did it a couple of weeks ago. I took Baltimore. It was at plus 1.5. I took it and I moved it up to 3.5, plus 3.5. Then I went over to Toronto, and I forgot who they were playing, and they was getting the shaft too. They're not really getting the shaft. It's just like Vegas and these sport books. They try. Okay, so if you don't really know what you're doing, they'll try to like hoodwink you. So when they put on there, the Orioles in that one game weren't the favorites, and Toronto in that other game weren't the favorites. And I went over the lineups, I went over the pitchers, the ERAs, and all of that. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? And so I moved the points from +1 to +3. I won both of those games. But my luck, I screwed up because I could have hit that parlay because I was going to get big money. Who was that screwed it? Some pitcher, and he got like, he was supposed to get like 7 strikeouts, or I put over 6.5, and this guy only got like 2 strikeouts. So I always tell you guys too, on a side note, don't get caught up in a bunch of player props, because player props is good when it's good, but when it's bad, man, I mean, it's bad. I mean, here's a good one right here. Last year, and I know you guys know, it's the NFL game. Okay, yeah. You want to hear that one. Okay. So, watch this, guys. My All right, my daughter turned on the game, Carl. The Liberty just won. All right. So, okay, so I live in California, guys. You can't, you cannot, place bets here. So my son is my bookie that lives back in Detroit. He's my bookie. So I go through him and he has to do it for me. Well, Carl, I took the dream, man, but I'm wondering should I have taken the dream? You sure I should have took the dream, huh? But so my son has to book it. So I mean, I had played all of these games. I was done, and I had like $1.58. I was defeated for that day, so I just said, "Fuck it," and I said, "Man, I'm gonna just do this last ticket." I picked like a 16 leg, got them all right on $1. It was like 38 grand. But my son, I don't know what happened. This fucker, well, I can't say that. That's my guy. But he made a mistake. I don't know how he did it, but you know how they give you like side things to bet on? He took a side bet for like 3-pointers for NBA and 4 people to score different, 3-pointers. And when I saw that, I was like, God damn. But I'm like, I don't care because I ain't going to win this anyway. It was $1. It was like $1.58. And you know what? I swear to God, I'm going to dig it up and find it and show it to you guys. And I kept watching the games. And deep in my heart, I'm praying that they don't win. I'm like, this shit ain't going to happen to me. And they just kept going. And they kept going. And the people just kept winning. The teams just kept winning. And then it was college basketball. It was like the last game was, I think, was it Irvin, UC Irvine, and they won. And it was a spread, and they won. But he had that thing on there for the NBA for 3-pointers, and I was like, dude, if you're gonna pick something that's gonna be that could happen. Normally when these sport books, because I don't like those side bets, because those side bets just want to fuck you, right? Those side bets are there to make sure at least you lose one ticket. Because why am I gonna use something that you put up there and you trying to make money? So I already know your game. You want me to take this, so at least you'll get some money back. Nope, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that. So, but my son made a mistake and hit it. And I swear to God, guys, I'm going to look for it tonight. I'm going to post it. I swear to God. I think it was 38 grand. But it was that one thing, that little thing he made. That was it. I lost. Now, had he not hit that, I would have been good. But, I do hit a lot, right? But like I tell you guys all the time, you got to be positive. You have to be super positive. I try to be, right? So if somebody knocks out your car window, just say, hey, thank you, may I have another one? No, I'm just joking. You just want to stay positive, right? When you're positive, good things come to you. I mean, I don't want anything negative around me when I'm gambling. That's just me, right? I can see somebody in their car is trash. Well, I won't lie, because that's negative too. What do you think? Yeah. I'm tired, guys. My daughter has on this. Hey, Carl, Vegas is up 9-7. You think Atlanta's going to win? I'm out of here, guys. You guys are beautiful. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't be like that guy today who likes to block people. Don't be like him. Let me see. Good. Good. Hey, but don't be like that guy I told y'all about today. This guy sucks. Most guys don't. So here's the thing, Carl. Guys don't know how to block. Because I know I don't have the mental capability to do that. It was your upset special. I might be fucked, Carl. You didn't tell. Well, I hope so, because I took them. I was listening to you. I depend on you, because I don't know. I mean, here's what I do know about the WNBA. It's a damn good product because you can't predict who's going to win. Hey, I heard the Sun, the who is that? The Connecticut Sun is going to move. Is that true? Oh, that's right. You go down there and watch them gals. Man, them girls is rough, man. Oh, they're gonna move the ball. Okay, I mean that's fair. I mean, because when you playing in Colorado, man. I mean, when you playing in Connecticut, that's New York, right? I mean that's New York. Boston, okay. Now you got some distance. That works. Yeah, I like the WNBA. It's good. Hey, Carl. Hey, guys, I'm out of here. I'm tired. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Let me put this ESPN thing up once more so you guys can go ahead and sign up for it and get it because this ESPN thing will allow you to tease games. If you want to go on ESPN and or YouTube and look how you tease, and they can show you. I can show you. And there it is right there. It's posted right there. Right there. It gives you a better chance at winning. You need that in college football. The NFL won't help you. God can't even help you with the NFL. The NFL is hard. Well, actually, it's not that hard. But I have better success in college. So, do I win in the NFL? I have. I won more college football, college basketball, and baseball. So I'm pretty good at that. You want to get money? October. Ooh, October is money time. Um, March, money time. It's March Madness, and I mean actually from February all the way up until like the Final Four. It's like you can make money all week. But here, oh, this is the thing I was talking about, NFL. And I'll say this and get out of here. But Rachel, what's the quarterback? Daniels, right? Yeah. Jaden Daniels, right? So last year, the dude was a human ATM machine. You know that, Carl. I mean, this dude was just scoring. He was throwing touchdown passes. He threw yards passing, rushing, all of that. I think that guy even had a sack in there. No, I'm just joking. But he was putting out points. So I took him and I had him on a lot of. I had him like on 5 parlays. What ended up happening? He ended up. I think they were playing like New England or somebody. They beat. Because the final score was like 50-0 or something like that. They ended up taking him out in the first quarter. They said he hurt his ribs. I don't think so. I think that was a Vegas call. You believe that, though? Well, my daughter's good at it. She's straightening her old man out. You know, me, they took him out. And ultimately, yeah, Rachel, you're right. But the blame falls 100% on me because I shouldn't have had him in 5 parlays. I mean, yeah, you'll get worked up. You'll see guys, and you'll try to work the shit out of them like they mules. But if something happens like baseball, like a rain out, not a rain out, but like a suspended game. Well, it's kind of like a rain out. So when you get baseball, you want them to just like void the game out. That way you don't win. I mean, you can't lose. But when you have a guy like the guy on Minnesota pitching, He had 3 strikeouts. I think it was Joe Ryan. He had 3 strikeouts. He needed one more. It rained. They canceled. They suspended the game, and I go. It only went 4 innings. And guys, for those of you who know baseball, you know that official game is what? I think it's 5 innings. Anything after 5 makes it an official game. Well, it wasn't even an official game. Just cancel the game. That way you can void it. We get our money back and we don't lose. Nope. They suspended, and I watch this. And I tell you what, Rachel, I've noticed since a lot of these gambling things have been up, they've been doing a lot of suspending games. And that's the screw guys. You guys are awesome. Do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, right? Stay positive. Stay upbeat. Don't be like that guy. Don't be like that asshole. If you got something to say to him, just say something, but don't send a woman to do a man's job. Don't be like that. That was the beginning of the show. You guys are awesome. Love, peace, and hair grease. You guys kick ass. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.